This is officially the Fever warning the WNBA. It's about to be on. We'll take a look at that footage in just a second.
The Indiana Fever just dropped a workout video, and the WNBA is taking notice. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark training together isn't just an off-season clip. It's a statement. Mitchell's quick first step and Clark's deep shooting range make them a tough matchup. With additions like Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and Duana Bonner, the Fever's rise from lottery team to contender is happening fast.
I was already interested to see what this team was going to do with just the big three, right? Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston. But they went out there, they signed Sophie Cunningham, they signed Natasha Howard. They went and got Duana Bonner.
Have you seen what's brewing in Indiana? The Fever just dropped a workout video, and the entire WNBA is paying attention. This isn't just another off-season clip. It's the start of something big. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark are building a connection that could change the game next season. With Mitchell's speed and Clark's deep shooting, defenses will have their hands full. The Fever aren't just getting better. They're preparing to take over.
Did they just run the three-man weave? Are they running the three-man? Is Stephanie White just saying, you know what, with all these offensive players, I think we can do whatever the hell we want. We're running the three-man weave.
What sets this backcourt duo apart from other WNBA star pairings? The numbers tell part of the story. Kelsey Mitchell averaged 19.2 points per game last season, the same as Caitlin Clark's NCAA average. That's a combined 38.4 points from just two players. But the real impact goes beyond stats. Mitchell's explosive first step and Clark's limitless shooting range create an unpredictable offensive force. Experts are just intrigued. They see this as a potential game changer for the Fever.
Okay, so this is literally what has happened here. So Caitlin has pitched to Kelsey. Caitlin gets the ball from Kelsey Mitchell, pitches back to Kelsey Mitchell, comes off a flare screen from Bree Turner, while Kelsey Mitchell has the ISO and Bree Turner rolling to the basket. Oh my.
What makes this backcourt different from other star guard duos in the league? The numbers tell part of the story. Kelsey Mitchell averaged 19.2 points per game last season, identical to Caitlin Clark's NCAA average, giving the Fever a combined 38.4 points per game from just two players. But the real excitement goes beyond the stats. Their skill sets perfectly complement each other. Mitchell's explosive first step and pure scoring ability paired with Clark's deep shooting range and elite playmaking make them a nightmare for defenses.
With Caitlin Clark, and then look, the league's best backcourt is back. The deadliest scoring offensive combination in the WNBA, in Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, back in the lab.
Now, add what Clark brings to the mix. Her shooting range is unlike anything women's basketball has seen. Just as Steph Curry changed NBA defenses, Clark is pushing the WNBA's boundaries. But what really stands out in this workout video isn't just her deep shooting. It's her elite court vision. She's not just a scorer. She's reading the game in real time, mapping the floor, and finding passing lanes most wouldn't even see. That rare blend of limitless range and high-level playmaking makes her the perfect complement to Mitchell's explosive scoring.
Porter's saying, Keith Porter's playing defense, and his jaw, he's obviously looking in this workout, and he's like, okay, yeah, we're going to make you make a read. So I'm going to either cover the roller or I'm going to have to cover the,
This kind of chemistry is what separates great backcourts from legendary ones. That no-look pass from Clark to Mitchell? It's the kind of connection that usually takes years to build. But it's more than just highlights. Watch how they move, setting screens and creating space. In one play, Clark frees Mitchell for an open three with a perfect flare screen.
Mitchell is laser focused on the basket. That is how she's wired. That's her DNA, and everybody needs a player like that. Every team needs a player who can just go get a bucket at any time, right? Like, who is hardwired to go for the basket. And then Clark makes you think, because she could pull up and shoot. She could drive by you. She could
help too much on Clark's deep shooting, and Mitchell will blow past defenders. Stay too close to Mitchell, and Clark will either drill a logo three or find an open teammate with a perfect pass. Defenders will have to pick their poison, and most nights it won't end well. When these two are in rhythm, no single defensive scheme can shut them down. The best you can do is try to slow them down, but good luck with that.
I am very, and I mean this when I say this, very excited for what this Fever team does on offense.
Last season, they were already torching defenses with pure talent and instinct, without a structured system. Coaches even joked that the Fever's offense was basically, give the ball to Clark or Mitchell and hope for the best. But this workout footage, it's different. This isn't just two stars refining their skills. It's the foundation of a real offensive system built around them. And that should worry the rest of the WNBA. If they were this good just figuring it out on the fly, imagine what happens when they have a game plan designed to maximize their strengths.
Either way, it's good to see Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin working out. It's good to see the players. Good to see Bree Turner there as well. It's good to see a lot of these players coming together for the Fever.
Last season, while individual brilliance stole the spotlight, one major issue went overlooked. The Fever ran one of the simplest offensive systems in the league. Under Christie's sides, there was little structure, no advanced sets, just raw talent being asked to figure it out. Inconsistent rotations, questionable benchings, and poor timeout management made it clear. The team was winning despite its coaching, not because of it. That's why this workout footage stands out. It's not just skill work. It's proof that a real offensive system is finally being built around Clark and Mitchell.
Seeing Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell back together is great and everything, but it doesn't change what happened from last season. What is going to change what happened from last season is their continued growth of chemistry and then all the other pieces that they got to work.
If she can somehow, if she has enough offensive talent, I mean this, if she has enough offensive talent that she's able to run the three-man weave in professional basketball, she is just the greatest coach of all. This team was the best offensive team in the WNBA when their entire offense was, and I kid you not, we run the floor, Caitlin hits shooters, or Caitlin runs a pick and roll. If Caitlin's open for three, she shoots. If she's open for the drive, she doesn't shoot. Caitlin Clark passes the ball to a wing. She runs under the basket, sets a fake screen for Aaliyah Boston, and comes off a pin down from the trailing big. Or if Caitlin Clark starts on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, the play is the ball's passed to the opposite side. There's a pin down for Caitlin, and if that pin down doesn't work, Kelsey Mitchell goes dribble, step back, long two break. It was the most basic, the literal worst offense in the history I've seen in the history of basketball for a team that was good at offense. Like, they had no half-court offense last year. None whatsoever. And they were so good because they had pace. They had a point guard that was able to run the show like nobody else. And as well as that, they had the point guard who was able to run the show, which again...
Well, don't look now, but the Indiana Fever have assembled what I think many of us believe could be a bit of a super team.
Sid Colson is playing in Athletes Unlimited. Dewana Bonner has been around in Indiana. And look, Dewana Bonner is a vet. She's been there long enough. She knows what she's doing. Sophie Cunningham's been back in Indiana. So the only player, and Natasha Howard has just won the Turkish Cup, beating Fenerbahce, which is huge.